Welcome back to episode 3. I'm Andy Burrell.
And I'm Henrietta Katajakoski. It's good to be back here to talk more about AI and how that can help CSPs when they're operating their complex networks.
Let's get started. Human errors. In the game is afoot, we see a network being taken down by a cyber attack, but actually I think we've both seen plenty of examples of network outages, quality issues that can be traced back to human errors. So how can Nokia help to remove or reduce manual interventions into network operations?
Yeah, good question. Our Nokia Digital Operations Center is actually a great example of this. So the solution automates the entire service lifecycle from designing, deploying, and then proactively assuring the services and slices quickly and also at a scale.
You mentioned slicing there, and that's something which is also covered in the game is afoot. And Gary tells Theo that they've moved critical traffic to this secure high-performance slice. That's the kind of thing that sounds really good in a movie, but I wonder, how does it work in practice? I mean, how easy is it to actually set up a slice, particularly if you're doing that manually?
Good point. So in reality, creating a network slice manually is quite error-prone process and can take even hundreds of hours if you consider it needs to span to radio, core, transport, cloud, or even edge. With Nokia Digital Operations Center, it uses automation workflows, so it speeds up the whole process, so it can actually take only a matter of minutes.
So speed is important, trying to reduce those human errors, and then also, I guess, dealing with the complexity, trying to mask that, trying to make it easier and simpler.
Yeah, and for instance, our Nokia Digital Operations Center is able to capture and act on business intent, meaning when a new service is requested with the help of AI, it is able to automatically create the network configurations needed for that new service. As you can see on the screen, it can really hide some of that complexity. And this applies to non-slice based services as well.
So automation, AI, one more missing, generative AI. I mean, what's the role of generative AI in autonomous networks?
Yeah, so with Gen AI, we can simplify this even further, meaning new services can be requested, as you can see, with natural language using chat or voice. And after this, the agent is able to check if the service is feasible, what is required for it, all the way to setting it up without a human needing to do anything than simply approving it.
Oh, excellent. All right. So far the discussion has been on what it takes to set up a new service or to create a new slice, but actually it's really important that we keep the network running, that we maintain quality. In the game is afoot, there's a reference to self-healing. Let's maybe look at that first.
I've run an incident analysis. There is an 87.6% probability the network is impacted by a bot-based denial of service attack.
Why didn't self-healing kick in?
Because it was disabled by a user with privileged access. Run self-healing.
Okay, so in that example, self-healing doesn't work for the reasons that were explained, but how should it work normally?
Well, to put it very simply, self-healing networks are networks that can simply heal themselves without a human in the loop. Now, this is again very closely linked to autonomous networks that can sense, think, and act.
Okay, that's at a high level. Do you have a kind of concrete example? I mean, service assurance is an example.
Yeah, exactly. And again, this is what Nokia Digital Operations Center does. So it detects any deviations from the agreed SLA, something that would also be very important for enterprise customers. And then if a degradation is detected, it automatically triggers those self-healing actions. Now, Andy, can you give us any examples? What type of results has Nokia seen from these automated and predictive assurance?
Let's take a look. So as you can see, up to 40% of issues can be resolved without any human intervention at all. And more than 90%, in this case 97% of issues can be fixed before they ever impact an end customer.
Wow.
Couple of things to mention. As we said already, these results can be delivered on multi-vendor networks, so there's no dependency on Nokia equipment in the network. And also the same automation principles can be applied across different technologies and domains. So fixed, mobile, converged networks, access, transport, core domains, we can get the same results across those equally.
It sounds really good and amazing benefits for the CSPs. Really sounds like the embodiment of autonomous networks that can sense, think, and act.
Exactly. I think we've run out of time, so if you want to find out more about some of those real-world deployments, or perhaps to request a demo, please visit our Nokia Digital Operations webpage. And in the next episode, we'll be digging into a bit more on AI, generative AI, and my personal favorite, digital twins.
Thank you for listening, and see you in the next episode.